All right, strap in, everybody. Today we are going deep on West Coast hip-hop, specifically this rising star, EBK Jaaybo. You guys sent in a ton of articles, rankings, you name it. So we're going to put it all together
Yeah.
and see if we can figure out why everyone's talking about this guy.
You know, it's interesting because with Jaaybo, it's not just the music. He's kind of a story of resilience, too, like achieving success, even with some pretty big challenges along the way.
Okay, so background, EBK Jaaybo. Real name is Jaimani Gorman, born Stockton, California, 2003. His dad was actually an aspiring rapper, too. So yeah. So he kind of got that music influence.
Something in the blood.
Yeah, from the very beginning. Sadly, though, his father was killed in 2015. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, and that obviously has had a huge impact, both on Jaaybo's life and his music.
For sure. I mean, you can hear some of that influence in the music, too, right? Like
Yeah.
those classic West Coast beats, even tracks like Black Bottle Boys, that's a tribute to his dad.
Yeah.
It's not just about, the loss. It's really grappling with those bigger issues, that cycle of violence, especially in his community.
Yeah, it's heavy stuff, for sure. And you can definitely feel it in his music. There's this raw honesty. You don't always get that from artists his age.
It's true. And it seems like people are really connecting with that. He started making some noise locally back in 2018 with Dawn Data. It was a collab with EBK Juvie.
Okay.
But the real breakthrough, I would say, is 2024, the track Boogeyman. That one even hit the Billboard charts. Pretty impressive,
Yeah.
especially when you consider...
Yeah, especially considering that he released an entire album, The Reaper, while he was incarcerated.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
Talk about dedication. Yeah, I mean, that says so much about, his drive, his commitment to music, even facing these huge obstacles.
Yeah, for sure. Talent and determination, it's all there. But there's also this other thing. He gets tons of views on his music videos. What do you think it is about the visuals that, really grab people?
I think there's just this, raw, almost documentary style.
Yeah.
It's not all glammed up and fancy. It just feels very authentic. Like you're getting a real window into his world. And speaking of visuals, that's something he's going to be bringing to this new collaboration he's got going on with Aisto,
Oh, yeah, Aisto. Okay.
rapper from Portland.
All right.
This is interesting.
This could be huge, this partnership. Aisto, he's already a big deal in Portland, and that scene has a whole different vibe than, say, LA or the Bay Area,
Yeah.
He really blew up with his 2017 album, Apollo 18. And, I mean, he's ranked number 4 on that top 5 rising artists on the West Coast list you sent over.
Yeah, and what's cool is that Aisto seems to be, shifting his style a little bit for this collab.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, he's known for his player tracks,
Yeah.
which are basically about,
Romance and all that.
exactly, romance, the good life. But he's moving to, a more gang-oriented sound to match Jobo, who usually focuses on those, street life themes,
Yeah, that's a pretty big artistic shift. Yeah. I mean, it shows he's not afraid to grow and experiment, really push his own boundaries. That says a lot.
So now I got to know, what is this going to sound like? How are their styles going to, mesh together? This could be something really special, really unique.
Absolutely. And hold on. There's another layer to Aisto we got to talk about. He's got, get this, over 1,000 unreleased tracks.
Wait, what?
Yeah, 1,000. One of the sources mentioned that he's been putting out older stuff strategically, but fans are going crazy waiting for the new stuff supposed to drop in 2025.
Over 1,000 unreleased tracks. That's insane. What is he doing with all that music? It's like a treasure chest just waiting to be opened.
Well, it turns out Aisto is kind of at the center of this whole discussion about unreleased music and how much it's actually worth. There's this whole underground market, for leaked tracks and unreleased stuff. And some of these songs are going for crazy money.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
People are buying and selling unreleased music? How does that even work? And how much are we talking here?
We're talking thousands of dollars for one track. In one case, one of Aisto's leaked songs went for $12,000.
$12,000. Okay, I'm adding leak Aisto tracks to my to-do list.
Yeah.
But really, how does Aisto feel about all this? Is he trying to shut it down? Or is he cool with it?
It's actually pretty wild. He's totally embraced it. He sees it as a sign that his fans are super dedicated, passionate about his music,
Wow.
He turned what could be a problem into a way to connect even more with his audience.
That's amazing. Most artists would be furious.
Yeah.
But he's turned it into something positive. He's not just making music, he's building a whole community around it.
Exactly. It's smart. It makes him seem even more in touch with his fans, and how the music industry is changing.
So Aisto is basically running his own music empire, cutting out all the traditional channels. He even turned down a deal with Atlantic Records so he could stay independent. That's a bold move. He clearly has a vision, and he's not afraid to take risks.
Absolutely. And the remarkable thing is he built this hardcore fan base who will pay top dollar for his music, even the stuff that hasn't officially dropped yet. It's like the difference between buying a mass-produced shirt and getting a one-of-a-kind piece directly from a designer.
Wow, $250,000. But is it really that easy to just cut out the label? What about distribution, marketing, all that? Doesn't he need a team for that?
That's a great question and definitely something we should dig into more. But first, I want to switch gears a bit and talk about what this collab could mean for both EBK Jaaybo and Aisto.
So you've got Jaaybo with his raw storytelling, those captivating visuals, and then you've got Aisto with this super strategic approach and an intensely loyal fan base. Together, they could create something truly incredible.
I agree. West Coast hip hop feels like it's entering a new era. More innovation, more experimentation. Artists like Jaaybo and Aisto, they're paving the way for a new generation, changing how the game is played. What are you thinking about all this so far?
It's just amazing to see how both of these artists are like challenging the old model of the music
All
industry.
right.
It's like they're rewriting the playbook, showing there's more than one way to make it. It's not just about signing with a big label and chasing streams anymore.
Yeah.
It's about connecting with your audience in a real way and making music that really means something.
And it seems to be working. Jaaybo's gaining momentum, even with the legal stuff, and Aisto's built a real business, but going directly to his fans. It proves you can succeed on your own terms without compromising your art.
It's inspiring to see artists taking control, forging their own paths. What about you listening right now? Are you as intrigued by this whole unreleased music market as we are? Do you think this collaboration will live up to all the hype? We're going to hear your thoughts. It's funny. We always talk about like making it in music, and we
Yeah,
picture, platinum records and sold out shows.
Right.
But Aisto is showing us that success can look totally different,
Yeah.
especially these days.
Especially in the digital age, yeah. What's really interesting is how he's making serious money selling his music directly to his fans
Right.
through his website, like cutting out the middleman and keeping more of the profits.
So he's not just like putting it up on Spotify or Apple Music. He's built this whole platform where fans can buy tracks straight from him,
Exactly.
including all those unreleased tracks that everyone's going crazy for.
Precisely. And it's working. I mean, one source said he made over $250,000
What?
in a year
No.
just from those direct sales.
That's more than a lot of artists on major labels are making.
It is.
So that explains why maybe his streaming numbers aren't huge, but he's actually making bank.
Right.
He's like flipped the script on the whole industry.
He's proving there are other ways to be successful in music, He's not relying on streaming numbers or whatever to define how well he's doing. He's building a real business with fans that love his music and are willing to pay for it directly.
Okay, but I gotta ask, how does he even get the word out? You can't just like make a website and expect people to magically find it. He still has to market himself, right?
Absolutely. But instead of relying on big labels for that, he's using social media, online communities, building a strong presence online, talking to fans directly,
Right.
teasing new releases, even getting feedback from them.
Oh, wow.
It's all about making it feel exclusive, like his fans are part of something special.
So it's like a modern version of patronage almost?
Yeah,
Like fans are directly supporting the artists they believe in
exactly.
and getting that exclusive content, that personal connection in return.
It really is. And it shows how powerful it is to build a direct relationship with your audience.
Yeah.
Aisto's cutting through all the noise and connecting with his fans on a personal level. And
Yeah.
they're responding by supporting him directly, putting their money where their mouth is.
It's amazing to see an artist taking control like that, doing things their own way. It makes you wonder, is this the future of the music industry?
It could be, As technology keeps changing and fans become more, selective, those artists who can build a really loyal following,
Yeah.
they're going to have a huge advantage. Being able to connect directly, offer exclusive stuff, experiences,
Right.
that's going to be more and more valuable.
It's like we're seeing the power shift, right? The old gatekeepers are losing their grip, and artists are finding new ways to reach their audience and build careers that actually last.
Absolutely.
And the best part is, it's good for everyone. Fans get closer to the music they love, Artists have more control over their work and how much money they make.
It's a win-win. It creates a more diverse and vibrant music scene. We're seeing so many independent artists doing amazing things, pushing boundaries, trying new sounds.
I'm starting to think this collaboration with EBK Jaaybo could be even bigger than we thought at first.
Yeah.
You got Jaaybo with those raw stories, those incredible videos, and then Aisto with his strategic mind and that super loyal fan base.
Yeah.
Together, they could create something really special.
I agree. And they're both challenging the status quo in their own ways.
Yep.
Jaaybo showing you can make incredible music even when you're facing huge challenges.
Right.
And Aisto proving you can build a successful career outside of the traditional industry.
This collaboration could be a game changer. It might even inspire other artists to try different things.
Yeah.
Think outside the box.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe it'll even encourage more fans to support artists directly, build that stronger connection between the creators and the audience.
I am so curious to see what they come up with.
Me too.
Their style seems so different, but I have a feeling they'll work together in a really cool way.
Yeah.
Imagine Jaaybo's lyrics over one of Aisto's beats,
The possibilities are endless, and with both of them releasing new music in 2025, it's going to be a huge year for West Coast hip-hop.
But let's not forget about that massive collection of Aisto's unreleased music. What do you think he's got planned for all those tracks?
Ooh, that's the big question.
Right.
He could be sitting on a goldmine of hits. Maybe he'll release them strategically, keep the fans excited.
Yeah.
Or use them for collabs, give other artists a chance to shine.
Right.
Whatever he does, it feels like he's playing the long game, building something that lasts more than just individual songs or albums. He's creating a whole world around his music.
And that's what makes him so fascinating.
It is.
He's not just a musician, he's like a visionary, always pushing boundaries, changing how we think about what's possible in the music industry.
Yeah, for sure.
So we've talked about Jaaybo's journey, Aisto's unique approach, what their collaboration might look like, and this whole crazy world of unreleased music.
It's a lot.
But what does it all mean for you, our listener?
What stands out to you about EBK Jaaybo and Aisto?
Are you inspired by how independent they are? How willing they are to create their own path? Do you think this collab is going to be as big as everyone's saying? And are you tempted to, dive into this whole unreleased music scene yourself?
It's wild, right? It really makes you think about how the relationship between artists and fans is changing.
We're so used to thinking about success in a certain way. Record deals, radio play, Billboard charts.
Right, the traditional stuff.
But Jaaybo and Aisto, they're proving you can make a name for yourself and you can make money without playing by those old rules.
They're paving the way for a whole new generation of artists, using technology to their advantage and really wanting to connect with their fans on a deeper level.
And it's not even just about the money. It's about that creative control, building a community.
Exactly.
It's about making the music you want to make.
Jaaybo's story is so powerful. It reminds us that even when things are tough, you can still follow your passions and make your voice heard.
And Aisto is showing us that you can build a whole career doing things your own way. It's possible.
It is.
You just got to be smart about it.
You got to be strategic.
And most importantly, be yourself.
Their stories show the power of just being real, being resilient, and not being afraid to shake things up a little.
It's like they're saying, we're not going to wait around for someone to give us permission. We're making our own opportunities and we're defining success on our own terms. And that's inspiring, no matter what you're doing in life.
It goes way beyond just music. It's about having that drive, that determination to chase what you love.
Yeah.
And finding creative ways to share that with the world.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of EBK, Jaaybo, and Aisto, here's what we want you to think about. What can you learn from their stories?
How can you take those ideas, authenticity, innovation, community building, and apply those to your own life?
Maybe it's time to take a chance, step outside your comfort zone, and start building something that's truly unique. Music, art, business, whatever your passion is, there's no better time than now to create your own path and to find your own success. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Make sure to check out the show notes. We've got links to learn more about Jaaybo and Aisto. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep that music playing.
Attention hip-hop fans. EBK Jaaybo recently dropped the official video for his raw and heartfelt track I Don't Feel Alive last month, streaming now on YouTube. This one's Z for the real ones who've been writing with Jaaybo from the jump.
Times I don't feel alive. In zombie mode, but I'm still gonna put my life on the line before I ever watch my nigga die. Face to face, can't you tell that I got empty eyes? I got a chance to kill the one that killed my dog, it might make me cry. Yeah, and that's the truth. I hope you happy about this pain I'm rapping about, that's all you. Learn myself, ain't no man out here show me how to move. Keep my distance, used to look up to that nigga as a youth. Open wounds, only proof of the struggle that we came from.
This track is a look inside Jaaybo's soul, real pain, real stories, and the undeniable talent that's made him a voice for the streets. The visuals take it to a whole new level. Don't miss it.
Free EBK Jaaybo.
That's right, free EBK Jaaybo. He's locked up, but the music isn't stopping. Run up the views and show your support for one of the hottest names in the game. Watch I Don't Feel Alive now streaming on YouTube. EBK Jaaybo spitting the truth, even behind bars. Free EBK Jaaybo.
Free EBK Jaaybo.